Okay, guys, today we are going to start with new section 6.2. Farah. Farah, you hear me? Farah, you hear me?
مستر هو الريفيجن شيت هينزل امتى؟
When Mrs. Jahan tell me I will upload the revision sheet, please.
اوكي يا مستر شكرا.
Chapter 6 related to the genetics. To understand the genetics, you must know some points like chromosome structure, and you have studied this part, section 5.1, and then the nuclear division, different types, and you have studied the first type of division, which is mitosis, in section 5.2 in details, the 4 stages of mitosis. But for the genetics, you must know the division of meiosis. Before studying the meiosis division, you must know some points like haploid cell, diploid cell, autosomes, karyotype, the difference between the 6 chromosome in male and 6 chromosome in female, and different points like this. And you have studied these points in section 6.1. 6.1 explain the autosomes, which means body chromosomes, explain the difference between 6 chromosome in male and 6 chromosome in female, XY and XX, and karyotype, which is the arrangement of the chromosomes in descending order according to their sizes. And you must know that the first 22 chromosomes called autosomes, and just chromosome number 23 is called sexes, and all chromosomes similar from for all living or human body, whatever male or female, but they different in their genes which carried by the chromosome. They just different in the genes carried by the chromosome, not different in the chromosomes. Okay. About the meiosis division, the first different, yes, and the main point in section 6.1, the comparison between meiosis division and mitosis, meiosis and mitosis.
Meiosis is the division for the body cells, mitosis is for the body cells.
For the difference between the chromosomes in case of mitosis and meiosis, if cell 2n, I will text 2n, in case of mitosis, will produce, or the producing cells or cell have or are not have are same 2n. 2n in this case related to the number of chromosomes, which means in case of mitosis, another color, this is by mitosis. In case of mitosis, the number of chromosomes For example, 2n, so the producing cell must be 2n. But in case of meiosis, 2n produce just one N or cell N. So what happens to the number of chromosomes in case of mitosis? Doesn't change, constant to N, but in meiosis, the producing cell just have the number of chromosomes. And in case of mitosis, it's producing identical cells, which means
مستر مش دي 6.1
yes.
طيب احنا مش 6.2 مفروض
Yes.
ايه علاقة 6.1 ب 6.2
Okay. Section 6.2 explain the process of meiosis. Meiosis occurs in six cells or gametes. Six cells have another name called gametes. Gametes. Or six cells. Okay. So meiosis occurs in gametes or six cells. The producing cells, in case of meiosis, one meiosis division, produce 4 new cells. Just one meiosis produce one meiosis division produce 4 new cells, which means after cycle of meiosis division, the producing cells will be 4, but the 4 cells not identical or unidentical cells. Unidentical cells for the parent cell, which means they will be haploid, but the original or the parent cell is diploid. In case of meiosis division, it aims for the 6 chromosomes. The phases of meiosis is similar to phases of mitosis, which means 4 phases: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. But the meiosis division occurs through 2 cycles or 2 group of phases. So it have first stage and second stage, or we can say that the first meiosis division and second meiosis division. But to be accurate, the second meiosis division is similar to meiosis. It just aims for increasing the number of. So the phases of meiosis: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. Second cycle of meiosis, second stage: prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase. So to differentiate between the 2 stages of meiosis, we will say prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1, and second stage: prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. It's clear? It's clear, guys?
لا مستر أنا مش فاهمها دي
Okay, you can see this slide.
yes
Meiosis division occurs through 2 stages. Meiosis 1 and meiosis 2. So this division occurs 2 times, repeated times. Okay, Yusuf?
Okay.
The first stage is called meiosis 1 or first meiosis. Meiosis 1 or first meiosis. So all stages or all phases occurs during the meiosis 1 is called, or take letter 1, number 1, sorry. Prophase 1, metaphase 1, anaphase 1, telophase 1. So all of these 4 phases occurs in the first meiosis division.
Meiosis 1.
Yes. Second is called meiosis 2. Meiosis 2 so have the same phases, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, but we'll add letter 2 in front of the phase to differentiate between the first and second stages of meiosis. So second meiosis will be prophase 2, metaphase 2, anaphase 2, telophase 2. It's clear?
Clear.
To be understand these 2 stages, the function of meiosis decrease number of chromosomes to have. But the aims of meiosis 2, pay attention at this point, please. The aims of meiosis 2 increasing number of producing cells. I will explain this part again. We know that. Who can tell me how many cells are producing from mitosis division?
23.
Number of cells producing
Number
from,
cells.
yes, producing from mitosis division. Number of cells.
Mitosis ولا meiosis?
Mitosis.
2.
46.
Just 2 cells use. 2 cells. Each cell divided into 2. Excellent, Habibi. 2 cells. 2 producing cells, right? Yusuf, you got it?
Yes, Mr.
Okay. So the first meiosis producing 2 cells, but the 2 cells contains a half number of chromosomes. But the second meiosis or meiosis 2 just for increasing the number of producing cells. Meiosis 1 producing 2, so it will be duplicate in case of meiosis 2 or stage number 2. So the final producing 4. So meiosis 1 produced 2 new cells, but different than original 1 or the old cell have they just have the half number of chromosomes, and meiosis increasing the number of producing cells. So meiosis 2 is important, similar to mitosis, just increasing the number of producing cells. It's not related to the number of chromosomes. Just meiosis 1 affects on the number of chromosomes by decreasing the number of chromosomes to have. You got it? Guys, you got it?
Yes.